If you're smart, capable, and doing all the right things, but still not hitting consistent 10K months, I'm gonna show you the 3 invisible patterns keeping you stuck and exactly how to break through them without burning out or compromising your values. I'm Kara Flowers, a business mentor who's helped women worldwide remove invisible barriers holding them back and build 6-figure businesses. And as a Christian, wife, and a mom, I bring that perspective to everything that I teach. Look, I know you're not lazy. You're showing up, you're serving clients, you're creating content. But those consistent 10K months, they keep slipping through your fingers. And honestly, it's starting to mess with your head. You're wondering if maybe you're not cut out for this. Let me tell you what's really happening. Pattern number 1, the employee energy trap. This first pattern I see constantly is what I call the employee energy in your business. And here's what it looks like. You are pricing your services like you're getting paid hourly. You're literally stepping into entrepreneurship, acting like an employee, deciding what you want to make per hour, turning that into a per session rate, and then doing the math. Okay, so if I charge $150 per session and I want to make 10K, I need 67 sessions per month. Stop right there. Your clients aren't coming to you for a time card punch. They're not paying you to show up and check the boxes for 12 sessions. They're coming to you for a transformation. But here's where it gets deeper, and this is the part no one wants to talk about. When you've succeeded in corporate or another field, you build an identity around being the capable one. So when that same effort doesn't instantly translate into coaching, that shame hits fast. You start second guessing everything, waiting for permission, hesitating to lead boldly. Listen, neuroscience shows that when we face uncertainty, our amygdala triggers fear, not because something's wrong, but because something's unknown. Your brain is literally trying to protect you by keeping you in familiar patterns. But it doesn't mean that you're unsafe. And it definitely doesn't mean that you're unqualified. The truth? You have to own the transformative work that you are doing. Stop defending techniques or arguing about which certification is best. Stop trying to convince other coaches that you're a good coach. That's not marketing. That's insecurity. Here's your immediate application to this. This week, stop thinking about hours and start thinking about outcomes. What transformation can you guarantee? Price that, not your time. Pattern 2, building on borrowed foundations. The second pattern is even sneakier. You're drowning in other people's blueprints. You've got 47 free downloads from different coaches. You're Frankensteining your funnels, copying their templates, trying to piece together successes from everyone else's strategies. But you haven't built something that actually reflects your voice. And here's what happens. You spend hours on Canva making everything look right. And it looks professional. You use AI to write copy that sounds like everyone else. You get the logo, the colors, the whole aesthetic. But looking like a 10K business and actually being a 10K business are completely different things. This is like building a house on sand. When the winds of doubt come, and they will, it all crumbles. You're trying to stand on someone else's foundation instead of laying your own. And let me be really clear, having a pretty Instagram feed while you have 0 paying clients at your desired price point, that's not a business, that's just an expensive hobby. The real power isn't looking successful, it's being successful. And that only happens when you focus on actual client transformation instead of Instagram aesthetics. Peter Drucker said, "Culture eats strategy for breakfast." Your personal culture, your soul deep clarity about who you serve and how you transform their lives, that's what sustains a business, not another Canva template. Here's your immediate application. Delete the 20 freebies cluttering up your desktop. Yeah, you can keep some of them. Choose one approach that aligns with your values and master it before adding anything else. Pattern 3, the high ticket resistance. Here's the pattern that really keeps women stuck. You're terrified to charge what transformation is actually worth. So you create low ticket offers, thinking people will say yes easier to $47 than $4,700. But here's what actually happens. The only people who buy are friends and family trying to support you. You end up with a calendar full of low paying clients who drain your energy and still don't get results because there's no skin in the game. Meanwhile, you're exhausted, making maybe 2K a month while working 60 hours. I know why this happens. Deep down, most women are scared of selling. Not because they're not smart, but because they don't want to be seen as pushy, manipulative, or desperate. But let me tell you something. Not charging what you're worth isn't humble. It's hiding. When you undercharge, you're not just undervaluing yourself, you're undervaluing the transformation you provide. You're telling your potential clients, this probably won't change your life that much. Estee Lauder said, I never worked a day in my life without selling. If I believe in something, I sell it, and I sell it hard. Selling isn't sleazy. Selling is service. When you know you can transform someone's life, withholding that because you're scared of rejection, that's the real disservice. Start with high ticket. Take them through a transformative process. Get them real results. Then you have testimonials, confidence, and cash flow to build from there. Here's your immediate application. This week, map out what a truly transformative 90-day journey with you would look like. Price it at least $3K. Practice saying that number until it doesn't make you sweat. Can I tell you what nobody says about not hitting 10K months? It messes with your identity at the deepest level. Everyone thinks you're so successful already. You're the strong one, the one people come to for advice. But behind closed doors, you're anxiously checking your bank account. You're wondering if you misread your calling, maybe even questioning if God is even in this. That voice telling you, maybe you're not cut out for this. That's not truth. That's trauma. That's old programming trying to keep you safe by keeping you small. But you weren't called to be safe. You were called to be significant. Listen, if you're not hitting consistent 10K months, it's not because you're not working hard enough. You're probably working too hard on the wrong things. It's time to stop operating from employee energy, stop building on borrowed foundations, and stop being afraid to charge what transformation is worth. Your next level isn't about doing more. It's about becoming more aligned with your calling, your worth, and the leader that you're meant to be. If you're still holding down your 9-to-5 job and you want to know exactly how you're going to build this 6-figure business at the same time, watch this, how I built a business while working full-time.